you are a black person in a white space, and then you see how you act in that white space, or how your friends act in that white space, and then you see how other black people act in the white space, and it could be polar opposite how you act in a good or bad way. Like it really it's just behavior. But like if you catch that, you peep that, I mean, like, I just feel like a lot of black people can't help but be like,
there's a lot of room for judgment.
You're one of those black people.
No, I feel you though. Like the thing is, like, I think that like on campus, bro, there's just like a lot of divisions for no reasons, man. Like there's divisions between like the athletes, and there's divisions between like the black people who aren't athletes, and like the black people that hang out with white people, the black people that hang out with other black people, and I don't really get like what's up with that, because like I feel like I never found like black people that I can hang out with, you know? Like, I mean, like, I found people that I was cool with, but, like, it's not the same. Like, I think it's just a numbers game. Like, there's more white people, so there's more chance of you finding someone you, like, actually rock with, but, like...
And, like, it's like people, like, don't give each other a chance. Like, I found some cool white people, bro. Like, they stay in their lane, I stay in my lane. Like, we're cool. We're, like, cordial, bro. You feel me? Like,
yeah.
Like, at the same time, people don't give each other a chance to, like, look at him like, oh, but he's white, though. I'm like, nigga, you black. But, yeah, I don't want to hang out with you because you act funny all the time, bro. Like, you always want to be on some hot shit, and I'm just trying to chill and keep my life together, bro. Like, the thing is, like, you can get us killed around here, but you feel me?
No, dude, I feel that. No, I definitely feel that, because it's just like some people you just don't vibe with in the same way, and it's like
and
I feel like
it's so harsh for it, bro. Like,
yeah, no, and I feel like
it's just shitty because then it just creates like more disconnect and more divide amongst the black people on a campus, which is already really small. There's already not a large number of us, so like the last thing we need is for us to be disassociated. We need to be like banding together and know each other, and just even we don't have to fuck with each other, but at least be on the same accord of like, all right, our blackness is the same.
Right, we can affirm our blackness.
Right,
like,
together at least. Like
right.
we literally don't have to like you, but it's like we're in the same fucking boat.
yeah,
Like you're my teammate, I don't fucking like you, but we don't like this other team. Not that we don't like white people, but you know, just like
yeah.
No, that's exactly what I'm saying though. It's like when you feel like you're surrounded by people that you don't have the same interests by, like the same interests as, like
it's just annoying, bro.
And that's how I felt. That's
you
how
about
I
to
felt.
freak
Like,
out. You about to freak out.
Pretty much like this the whole 4 years. In terms of Kanye, like where does this album fall?
Number 1. No, 2. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is still number 1. It will always be number 1.
What will always be number 1?
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
I've never heard this whole album before.
You
Oh
never.
my god,
I haven't.
bro!
What?
You never heard this whole album before?
Yo, that's lit.
This is church, my man. This is what's
No, this is like Bible study. And
Yeah,
then
this is like Bible
And
study.
then Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is church, bro.
honestly. Like this is hip hop essential.
This is a classic.
Is this what you guys were trying to create? Like, is this what you guys?
Us being at PWI highlights the probability. You know what I mean? Like just us doing this, and we know that. Like we know, like, oh damn, we gonna be at a school with a whole bunch of white people. We already know we gonna face this. We already know. Like we prepare for that. But like we're doing it because we're getting our education, and like this is what like we want a good education from. Blah blah blah. Yeah, we get scholarships. Like this is what we want. This is our end goal. So if this is what we have to endure in order to get where we need to be, then bet. Like I guess this is a means to an end. And then the outside looks like.
the major ways I would judge a black person is like, how do you interact with other white people? Like,
Off rip. Off the rip.
Let's talk about that because, you know, you could be an ain't shit ass nigga, ain't shit ass bitch. Like, okay, whatever. Niggas ain't shit, we get it. But like, let me see how you are in a PWI. Like, it's so much different.
You get into a space and you feel the pressure to change or alter certain aspects of your normal characteristics and identity because those aspects are, for one, like we're saying, not understood. Two, won't be taken the way that you want them to be taken, or the way they're going to say them is going to be perceived as too black or too ghetto or XYZ. And three, like you're going to, like by doing that, like you're losing you're losing or diluting aspects of yourself every single time you do it. But also in the same sense, like you get to choose. Like you get to choose whether or not you're gonna take the step and dilute yourself by code switching.
White people respond a certain way when you speak to them a certain way, you know?
Yeah.
Like if like you only really learn that if you spend a lot of time around white people, you know? Like, sometimes I wish I could just speak how I want to speak, you know, and just like be casual. But it's like, no, like especially for like white people in academic spaces, bro, it's like you got to speak to them in a certain way or they're not going to think you have anything to say. Because like, Darren, what you were saying, like people are like, oh, like you're stupid. Like they don't think that you like know what you're talking about. And it's because like if you don't say things to them in a certain way, they're literally like taught just like not to like acknowledge that that's like valid. That's what I'm saying. Like sometimes I just don't even want to speak in class because it's just like, bro, like y'all aren't thinking about things the way that I'm thinking about it. I don't feel like having to explain every little thing to y'all, and like it's difficult. Like obviously I get over it. If you're in the room, you're supposed to be there. So it's like you don't have time to act like you don't belong there. You just gotta go with it. And I was like, yo, that's true. But it's just like if you don't, like, I learned how to adapt. I learned how to finesse. Like, you know what they want to hear. You know how they want you to be. And it's just like, when you give them that, bro, it's like literally like when you pet a cat and it starts purring, bro, you just know how to like make it happy, bro. That's how white people are when you speak to them in certain ways.
I didn't know who I am, bro. Like, I'm not going to sit here and try to fake my way through 4 years of this bullshit. Like, no, bro. Like, I'm not going to sit here because eventually, bro, I never really lived my life. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Like, that's exactly why I left. Like, they wanted me to come back, and I thought about going back, but I was like, bro, if I go back, I'm going to have to fake my way through 4 years of bullshit, which I know I do not want to do.
You guys ever think that, like living in places and, like, going to school in places that, like, most of white people has, like, affected, like, the way that you view the world?
Yeah.
If you're a white person, there's really no incentive to give a fuck about black people.
Why does it
You don't have to.
To give a real fuck, especially like
they don't have to be around them.
There's no, you don't have to be around us. When you graduate, you don't have to be around us. Like, you don't have to do any of that shit. So it's like the dynamics will always be. I was like, all right, if you don't do anything.
Almost every institution is built for the benefit of white people, and so when you bring in like black bodies into these and you put them in these spaces and then you expect them to navigate in it the way that white people do, it creates a shift in the dynamic. So
like, damn, like, can we just be chill? Like, can we just like actually like vibe with each other a little bit? Like, find out if we vibe? Because I feel like there's not even like a space. Because it's like either we're going like.
Why is there no space?
Yeah, there's no space.
Why is there no space for black people to vibe?
Because like either we're like.
We could only just get everybody to come together every so often and just have the space to have the opportunity to see if we vibe.
Just to see if we like each other.
Black people in predominantly white spaces are routinely unable to affirm our blackness as a collective. Marginalized, we already must break through the barriers of the institutions we exist within. It is in the best interest of our mental and emotional well-being to have opportunities to explore the potential connections that we pass by daily due to the effects of our environments. In short, this is an effort to change the way we perceive each other, which in turn will allow us to express our individual identities more freely.